Most businesses know they should be taking on an apprentice, but when they decide to, they often go straight to a college or training provider, or even someone they know, and just expect them to sort it all out. And this is often where things go wrong. In this video, I'll walk you through step by step how to recruit the right apprentice, and also how to avoid the costly mistakes that set so many placements up to fail. One of the biggest mistakes we see is often before a job advert has even gone live. And this is really in employers thinking about what they actually need, both from this apprentice, but from the apprenticeship itself. It's really valuable to advertise any apprenticeship role with the training provider appointed. The apprentices and potential candidates can look at the delivery method, whether it's day release, block release, on-site, because that's important to them, and it's important that they know that in order for you to get the right candidate. It's also really important for you to think about the level of apprenticeship that you're looking for, whether it be a level 2 up to a level 6, and making sure that all of these business requirements are met before you start the recruitment process. Doing this will immediately allow you to identify suitable people for the role and potentially exclude others quite quickly. When you've then created a really bespoke and true reflection of the apprenticeship that you're looking to recruit for, it's then really vital to think about how you're going to do that. Typically, a lot of employers rely on the training provider to do this for them. And what that often looks like is that job being posted on the Find an Apprenticeship government portal. If you're 16, 17, 18 years old, you're not going straight to the government apprenticeship portal. You're scrolling through TikTok, you're on social media, you're searching in different places that we typically imagine. And it's really important that your jobs are seen by the types of candidates that you're wanting to attract. When we're recruiting for apprentices, this is often their first view of the world of work and the first view of your industry and your business. It's an incredibly competitive place out there, especially for apprentices. You need to be ensuring that the advert that you've got out there, the perception of your business, it's truly aspirational and it's something that really draws the right sort of talent in. A lot of industries talk about skill shortages and finding great talent. This is an absolutely perfect time to really start tackling that and think about how we can reach different people, different candidates, and really get those to be part of our industry. If a process is really messy, if it's confusing, or if they're just not engaged in the process, candidates will leave and look for something else. They're incredibly quick to move. They haven't built any commitment to you. So it's vital that you need to make the best first impression initially in order to be able to attract them and even then think about retaining them. From your employer's point of view, as a brand, you're putting yourself out there. Those candidates have friends, they have families, they have people they're going to be talking to. So the process that you implement is totally a reflection of you, what your business is saying, and what your business is saying in your local community. Lastly, we then have the impact of getting it wrong on your internal teams. You've asked people to give up their time, their energy, potential productivity to support the development of a new apprentice, and you're bringing that person to them. Think about how they're going to feel if it's not the right candidate. You're going to potentially get bad attitude, bad working habits from that candidate. And that's going to cause a lot of friction. It's going to reduce team morale and it's going to really damage your culture. Importantly, it's also going to make it much harder when you try and do it again because you've lost their buy-in. They tried it once, it didn't work. To continually ask them to give up and invest their time and energy in somebody else is going to be very difficult. So it's really, really valuable to take that time, do things properly, get expert advice in, and make sure that you're doing it right first time. So what does a great recruitment campaign look like? Well, for us, it's the Apprenticeship Central Recruit campaign. And this always starts with a discovery call. The first thing for us to do is understand your company's culture, your values, your business goals, your current team dynamics. The better we understand this, the better we can find the perfect candidate to come and slot into that. Point 2 is then to map out the training provider landscape. From the understanding that we have with your business goals, we go away and put together a full overview of all the different options that are available to you. We come to you with a clear understanding of what's possible timelines, frameworks, funding options, some of the nuances, so that collectively we can clearly identify the best route for your business. Point 3, and once you've really understood what your business needs, is for us to create the multi-channel recruitment campaign. We drew up all of the job adverts based on proven templates, and we make sure that we're meeting young people where they are to give you the best chance of finding the most incredible candidates. We're on socials, we're online, as we know that's where they're looking. But we also reach out to people in your communities, so schools, colleges, educational facilities, charities, to firstly reach people that wouldn't necessarily have applied through a government portal, but also to increase your brand awareness and your presence in your local communities. All of this work is managed by Apprenticeship Central. This allows us to find you the best possible candidates. Point 4 is to then take the pool of candidates that have applied and really start our screening process. We often hear employers say that young people out there don't want to work, and we absolutely know that that's not the case because we are fully oversubscribed with all of the vacancies that we're looking to fill. Our screening process is a really detailed process, and it does put them through it, which inevitably puts some people off, but if they can't commit to our screening process, then they're not going to be right for your business. It's a multi-stage process with activities that are relevant to your industry, and it's fully developed for your business needs. It looks at things like health and safety, environmental tours, quizzes on videos that they've watched, but it also asks them to write submissions on why they want to particularly join your sector or your business. We're not checking things like grammar and spelling. What we're really checking is their commitment and their interest in the role. Every candidate we present has had a telephone interview following the pre-employment program. And we also spend a lot of time with them, helping them to understand what they're actually applying for. If we take a 17-year-old that's coming out of school, they might be applying for multiple different apprenticeships. So it's really vital they know what one is most important to them. They commit to that and they're fully invested in trying to get the best opportunity for them. Once we've screened all of the candidates, we then provide you with a short list of just those that we think could be the perfect fit for your business. You get to see a profile, you get to decide on who you interview, and we then get that all arranged for you. So we're now at step 5, interview stage. As I say, we arrange these directly for you through calendar invites to both yourself and the apprentice to try and avoid something we see happen so often, which is just apprentices not turning up to interviews, wasting both your time and theirs. For any suitable candidates that you feel are worth exploring further, we always then recommend site trials. And this gives both them and you an opportunity to see how they would really fit in your working environment. The pre-employment program might identify someone that's brilliant, but actually the personality or the characteristics or the attitudes just might not quite be the right fit. So side trials are a brilliant way to spend a little bit more time getting to know them before fully committing. So the 6th and final step is offers and onboarding. And again, this is something we support you with. We'll also liaise with the training provider and make sure everything's set up. If you're using Retain, we'll completely manage that process for you. But don't worry, we won't be leaving you with any unanswered questions throughout the process. Recruiting an apprentice isn't something just to get done. It takes time, it takes energy, and it takes expertise. Think about it. You're hiring the future of your business, potential senior leaders, senior management. And would you hire those positions without using external resource? If it's something you'd like support with, visit Apprenticeship Central website and we'd be happy to help.